What up, YouTube? It's JT. I'm back in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Back doing up videos, you know? I just want to talk about something, you know what I'm saying? Want to talk about something. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. I don't think I ever talked about this, because I just get entertained watching you guys make these videos and stuff like that. All this stuff you guys making. I watch you guys' videos on it. It's been going on and on and on and on and on since this fight was April 20th. And you got niggas on here still making videos about it, man. Listen, man. I've been watching boxing since I've been a little kid, bro. And all I gotta say is history always repeats itself, man. History always repeats itself. This is not the first time this has happened, and this won't be the last time this has happened. This is not the first time a boxer sued another boxer, or put a lawsuit on a promoter, or sued over a fight. I mean, in this capacity, I can't remember. I remember. Well, no, Wilder sued Povetkin, but see, the difference is that fight didn't happen. You know. That's the thing, you know. I can't remember a time when a fight actually happened and the result happened and then a fighter sued afterwards. Maybe that's different. I can't remember. Maybe one of you guys can let me know. But anyway, all I'm gonna say is history repeats itself, you know. People getting their panties in a bunch, making videos and getting mad at this one, mad at that one. Look, man, the fucking fight will happen, man. The fight will happen. You know what I'm saying? The fight will happen. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, the fight will happen. And that's going to be that, man, because, why? Because there's too much money in it. You know, you guys know how boxing works. This is all a big cash grab, man. No one's gonna, this is a cash grab, man. This is all about money, you know, there's too much money in a rematch. Therefore, it's gonna happen. There's no way around it. So I think all this other stuff is just posturing, man. Again, is no different from when when Pacquiao sued Mayweather. You guys remember that? I forget what Mayweather was doing, but he was probably making some he was insinuating that the little Pactar was on steroids. So Pacquiao sued him. And then what happened after that? The fight still got made. So it was a frivolous lawsuit. Nothing was about it. Just like I think Devin Haney's lawsuit against Ryan Garcia is a frivolous lawsuit. They are not going to go through with the lawsuit. We have seen this before in boxing. Ryan Garcia is just going to give up a little bit more money in the rematch. They're going to give him a bigger piece of the pie, and they're going to have the rematch. You know? People getting all upset and all this. I think it's just posturing, man. The fight will happen. People relax. It's going to happen. This is just posturing. It will happen it'll be the next fight. When Ryan Garcia gets off suspension next April. I mean, that's a long time from now, but hey, man, there's just going to be more posturing and more trash talk and just build it up more. That's all it is, you know? So they'll just build it up and they'll have the rematch, you know? Now, let's talk about Devin Haney. I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan, to be honest, you know. His performances didn't weren't up to par with, you know, and I've been watching Devin Haney. I remember when he was fighting in Mexico, when he was first coming up. You know, I remember people was talking about it, like, oh, you know, this is the next Floyd coming up. I mean, I'm talking about in boxing circles and stuff like that. people was talking about this guy coming up, and I used to see him on Ellie Segback videos and Dante's videos way back over 10 years ago. You know, I don't know, man. I don't want to say he's soft, but I would just say he's always had like a sloppy, slappy defense. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. With that being said, you cannot fault Devin Haney for his stance against Ryan Garcia, whether it's suing, whether it's, you could call it soft, you could call it whatever you want to call it, but you can't blame him for doing it. You know, at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia failed a fucking drug test, man. You know? And all you people sticking up for him, all you fucking racist fans, which has always been another thing that's always been in boxing. It's always been in boxing. It's never gonna change. Again, it's like beating a dead horse. History repeats itself. We've seen this before with Mayweather and Pacquiao. We've seen it before with Canelo. We've seen it. You know, history repeats itself. You know, boxing is always gonna have racial epithets, and that shit made me nervous. Look at that. Oh shit. But anyway, yeah, there's always gonna be a racial element in boxing, man. And we've seen it before. And I lost my train of thought. But anyway, you can't blame Devin Haney for suing Ryan Garcia, man. At the end of the day, Ryan Garcia tested positive for Ostarine. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to get upset, whether you can get upset or you can cry me a river, that's what happened. I don't care if it's 0.1 nanograms, whatever. The best video that I've seen about this was Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algieri broke this down completely. So eloquently. They said that boxers take PEDs during the off season, and then during training camp, and when they're in camp, and when they got fights scheduled, that's when they start to basically microdose. They start the microdose, and that's why they get caught with just such a minimal amount in their systems. That came from Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi. You know, I thought they had the best video on it breaking it down. Now, whether that happened during this case or not, we don't know. But, you know, you can't blame Devin Haney for suing Ryan Garcia. You could call it a bitch move, or you could say it's this or say it's that. Whatever, man. But it's his right to do so. Do I think it's going to go anywhere? No. I think he's going to just get a bigger piece of the pie, and then he'll get on with the fucking rematch. That's that. That's how it works in boxing, man. He's not going to sue Ryan Garcia. It's just posturing. It's just a posture move to get a bigger cut of the pie when a rematch happens. We've seen this before in boxing. This is not going to be the last time. This is nothing new. This is how it works in boxing, guys. I mean, come on, man. We need to stop. We need to grow up. You know, I've been away for a while, but I come back and I see the same people arguing the same shit in boxing, dude. Getting mad over the same shit like it's going to change. It's never going to change. You know? You know, another thing, you know, you racist fans, you know, you're always going to find some racial epithet, you're going to find some non-black person to get behind to go against a black guy. This is normal in boxing. This is what happens. You know? And this is how it works, and this is what happens. You know, this is normal, and it is what it is. You know? You know? You know why? Because had this been Canelo, had this been Pacquiao, had this been Triple G, you guys would all have your panties in a bunch, screaming murder, everything. If someone tested positive, beat Triple G in the ring and tested positive. If someone beat Pacquiao in the ring and tested positive. All these guys who are on here making excuses, blaming Devin Haney, y'all would have all been crucifying that fighter. Especially if he was black. Come on, man. He would be in jail. If a black dude fought Canelo, if Charlo fought Canelo and tested positive, if Charlo fought Canelo and beat him or knocked him out and then tested positive for Ostarine, 0.1 nanograms, dude, he would have been arrested, dude. He would have been arrested. He would have been on CNN. It would have been all over the news. Like, come on, man. Just stop. Just stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Had that been Pacquiao, had Mayweather beat Pacquiao and tested positive for 0.1 of Ostarine, he would have been on the news. He would have been in jail. He'd have been indicted by the feds for a RICO, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, stop it. You guys are bitching. You guys were bitching about a fake IV that you made up about Mayweather, bro. The same thing. The same thing. And you got these same fucking fans on here making videos defending Ryan Garcia. You cannot defend Ryan Garcia, man. There's no defense for it. I don't care if it's 0.1 trillion nanograms. You can't defend a dude who tested positive, dude. There's no defense for it. There's no defense. So you just have to go through the process, and whatever happens, happens. You know? You know, but I think it's all posturing. I think people are just getting all upset over nothing. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a rematch next year, and that's gonna be the end of that. It's just a matter of, is Devin Haney gonna take a tune-up fight? Is Ryan Garcia gonna take I don't know. They say he was gonna take a bare knuckle. You know, I can't see that happening, but you know, that's just the only thing. To me, I think they both shouldn't take tune-up fights and just make the fight next year. You know? But you guys tell me what you think, man. It's JT. I'm out.